All right, all right. Good morning. We've gathered to have our cup of coffee today together. And you can see I can't get my thoughts together, so I should have started earlier with the coffee. All right, so what we have going on today is I lost my mouse. Nope, that was the wrong mouse. Too much on my desk here. Okay. CPI, core inflation. That's what everything's waiting for this week. That's why we've had this choppy week. Really consolidated, didn't go anywhere. I even took a trade yesterday on the break of the previous day's low, and I picked up a few sticks, but it was so choppy that I got the hell out. And I didn't make anything really substantial. I think I picked up maybe. I think it moved 10 points, so I picked up like $50 a contract. So really no big deal. And it was just so choppy, I wasn't going to sit in there and ride it out. And I was kind of happy that I didn't. Core inflation rate, that's what we're looking at about 8.30. You're going to see some volatility right off the jump in the market. So if you see a good setup, you'll probably get a good directional off today. Keep your eye out for that. But let's see what the market offers us. So I was trading the ES. I wasn't trading futures. I was trading the S&P on options. Yeah, so the future doesn't really demonstrate it. Actually, I just wanted to point out that trade. Let's see. Here we go. Think. So anyway, here's the daily. I took the break of this low, and my target was down here, and it got close. It got close a couple of times. It was like first thing in the morning or earlier in the morning. I took the trade. I came down. I think I was out at like 41.14 or so, and then that was it. It was a wrap. I got in at like 41.26 on the break, and I picked up about $50 a contract or so. So that's about it. No big deal. I mean, ideally it should have broke and kept running, but because of the reports out there, there was no conviction on any move, and I really shouldn't have even taken the trade and just closed it out and walked away. So that being said, let's get back on track here. And what are we starting with? We're starting with Earl. The Duke of Earl. All right, so there's nothing really going on. It's chopping around. I'm watching this micro trend on it, and there was a daily bear flag that hasn't triggered yet. So, I'm neutral pending these two occurrences. And here's the flag. It looks like it's getting ready to trigger. So we could watch that. If you trade in futures oils, you could take that trade right here. You could translate that to USO. That's the ETF that tracks oil. The pattern or the setup is probably similar, or that there's pressure, a bearish bias in oil once that triggers, and you could find a nice pattern in US oil. And that's how you would use my information to try to hopefully make you some money. And then you could share that wealth through Patreon and all of that. Support this channel so I can get this thing rolling. All right, and then we're going to gold. Gold. It's trending up on the 240s. But there's really no setup or anything. We're just going to let it keep doing what it's got to do. Yeah, you could look at this as a flag, but I'm not too convinced. It's not really setting up how I like it. The momentum is flattening out. I'm not paying too much attention to it. I'm just watching it. I haven't taken any trades in gold in quite some time, but it's given me some insight into what the economy is looking at. And then we roll over to bonds. Dink, and nothing of interest right here. We have the weekly shooting star that we're waiting to trigger, and I guess we're just neutral pending that shooting star. Here's the shooting star. Really more of a reversal doji, actually. And once that breaks right there, it breaks the low of last week, then that's a pretty bearish move. That'd be a good short. Or some puts. or however you're going to play that bad boy. And then last but not least, or not even last, we're going to look at a few other things. We've got the ES. Here's the daily. It looked kind of weaker yesterday. Not so much with the strength. Kind of faded off. Just really consolidating. And so you have that weaker looking doji. That's about it. Watching it on the 240s. I'm watching it for a break of these pivot lows. Yeah, it breaks this pivot low. I can be bearish on it right now. Not so bearish, but we're going to have a lot of volatility. So something may happen. And I'm pretty confident that the rest of the markets are looking. Yeah, the rest of the markets are similar. The Nasdaq's feeling a little top heavy right there. The Dow, pretty much the same position as the S&P, and the Russell's looking like the Dow, but the Russell's still trending positive. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens today. There's really not much more we could do with it. So everybody calm and cool, wait for this report. There's a couple of Feds speaking too today. So yeah, keep your eye out on the announcements. The Feds can have an effect and knock you out of your trade. So just be aware of what's out there before you enter any trades. Calm and cool, use your head. Be at peace when you trade, and good luck trading.